Hey everybody, Ben Engelman here with Friedrich Ira Realty and the Engelman team, and wanted to give you a weekly and monthly update here. It is Wednesday, November 15th, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a monthly update for October. So we're going to go back a little bit and go over some stats there, but then also a weekly update for this last week that ended Monday here. So I'll get into that first so you can kind of see a little bit of what's going on in the market right now as we go into the winter months and the holiday season, really. So what you're looking at right now is we were down from the previous week from 93 to 84 active. 15 went pending, 18 closed. So those numbers are pretty steady for what we see in the market over year. But when you break it down into what the resale homes are versus new construction and what's active at Green Hills as well, you're looking at 60 resale homes. So that number's dropping steady. That's our low for the first time since, last time it was around there was beginning of September. So 60 homes there, 3 townhomes, 3 condos, and 54 single family homes. So same with that, up into September is the last time we had that many single family homes. And then new construction is down to 21. So what I want to do right now is kind of compare to see, okay, this is where we're at right now. And we'll get over to the other slides as well when it comes to what we're looking at for absorption rate and new listings, days on market, that type of thing. But right now, the thing I'm looking at this new construction number and the single family home number. So not necessarily the breakdown over here, but just that single family at 54, new construction at 21. If we go all the way back up here to the beginning of the year, we were looking at 33 new construction homes on the market and then 8 single family homes. So when you really look at where we were starting the year versus where we're at right now, definitely a big jump. Now, time will tell over the next couple months here, what are these 54 homes going to do? We've seen a bunch of homes come off the market if they didn't sell. So folks are saying, okay, we're coming into the winter months, not as many buyers, interest rates are still high. And so therefore it's going to, not be the greatest, might get some low ball offers. So people are going to hold off till the spring. So you're going to see that more and more. So if you do see homes out there that you've been keeping an eye on, that all of a sudden you don't see them on our website, or you don't see them on Zillow or Realtor.com, give us a shout. We can let you know what's going on with those, whether somebody rented them or they just took them off the market for the season. So that's what's going on for this past week in Ames. Now let's flip over to what's going on year over year. And what you're going to look at here, let me zoom out a little bit. What you're looking at here is when you start looking at active listings, that orange line, like we see every month here, that's 2023. 22, we were really low. 21, we were really low. But when you look at 2020 and you look at 2019, I mean, look at the difference. We're still, from where we were in 2019, we're still literally 50% of where we were with active listings. So when everyone's like, oh, Rome's burning, well, it's not burning. There's not as many buyers in some of those buyer pools because of interest rates has pushed them out. And then also prices. If you look at what prices have done over that time period from 19 till now, a lot of people have seen a 50, sometimes 100% gain in the value of their home. So prices are definitely high. Affordability is down. So when you look at monthly closings as well, still higher. We were still higher than where we were last year. Last year was also another peak on interest rates for the year. We're still sitting there. The next 2 months, I'm guessing we're going to probably see it flatline pretty close. I don't see it necessarily a spike happening, but a lot of folks are waiting for this March, April timeframe. So people will hold off. We get a lot of calls of, hey, I'm going to be listing in the spring, looking to move in the spring, get my house ready. So that's what's going on there. When you look at the days on market, we're still pretty flat. So still doesn't take as much time to sell your home as it did, in just exact same as 2019, but 2020 took a little bit longer. So your house may not sell in a day or 7 days. It may take 30 to 60 days. And the market will tell us what it's doing. So those need to be a little bit more intimate conversations of your main motivation on what you want to do. So we'll be paying attention to that. But then now you start to look here, as more inventory ramps up, as interest rates are staying high there, that list to sold ratio, you see pretty low there. 19, we were down around, almost just about 95%. So people were giving concession of literally 5% on the sale of their home once, but that was with double the amount of homes that we have currently. So we'll be paying attention to that. I don't see that number going too much lower than that. I see people adjusting properly when it comes in the expectation of selling, just because that buyer pool of, say, a $300,000 house, there may have been 10 to 20 buyers in that market in Ames wanting to look at your house. Well, now there might only be 2 or 4, just because the time of year and interest rates has pushed people around. So, and then you look at absorption rate. Still, 2019, we were hovering right around that 4-month mark, which is healthy. That 2 to 4 months is I would say definitely healthy. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. If that number does get up above 4, that's when I think there's a big shift to where it's going to go from a seller's market, which I still believe, it's kind of the in between right now. It's pretty equal here in Ames, but we get up around that 4 and go over 4, it definitely shifts. It shifts pretty hard into a buyer's market. So then you just got to get more competitive with price. Like we always tell folks, around 80% of the reason someone's looking at your house is because of the price. The other 20% is what we can, that's what we can work with when it comes down to how the house looks, how it's positioned, how it's marketed, those types of things. So if you have any questions about any of these numbers, about what your house is doing on the market, where it sits currently, where it sits compared to your assessment and appraisal you got, something like that, give us a call. Doesn't take us too long to whip something up to get over to you guys, so that you just have more information so you can make a good move or a good decision on what you want to do. So that's all I've got today. So yeah, have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.